There are people who are plagued by the issue of drugs. And so there's a grace upon us, even as we're here today, as ministers, as leaders, that gives us the ability to go into realms and into dimensions that traditionally most of us never even try to tackle. And so it's time for us to extend our graces. It's time for us to truly make a difference.
You don't have to hit a rock bottom to, get help. Honestly, a lot of people think that they have to hit their rock bottom before they can go to treatment, but some people, their rock bottom is ripping off a friend because they were drunk or driving drunk, or, it doesn't have to be like losing everything you own. It can be, if you start feeling bad about it, that you need help. Definitely need to go get help.
When you realize you're addicted, you have to first come to reality and recognize it and say it and recognize it. You don't want to let yourself get to that point where you lose everything, and focus on what's right, and you'll know when you're starting to fall off.
You don't have to go to drugs. You don't have to go to alcohol. You don't have to gamble. To me, it's an epidemic, and we need all the help we can get, because these people can be saved. They just have to have the help. This isn't just a Detroit problem. It's a suburban problem as well. This transcends racial lines, gender lines, religious lines. Alcohol and all substance abuse is tearing us up. It's tearing our communities up, because people think, oh, it's no big deal. It's a non-violent crime. Well, no, it becomes a violent crime because people lose their jobs, they lose their families, they lose support, they feel all is lost. And rather than going to you, where you can get the support, they go to drugs.
It's every realm of life, okay? High, low, rich, poor, political, Republican, Democrat, black, white, it doesn't matter. We have to admit it's one individual at a time. We can't fix the whole problem in one day. Great city, a lot of drugs, probably like any city in the world. It doesn't seem like it's a problem, but then you look at what it does to society and what it does to the city, it becomes normal. So when I looked at that, I said, hey, how can I help? How can we help? How can the convention, how can the ministers and the pastors get together and make a difference teaming up? You can help, you can give part of your time, and you can give part of your life to fix people. And that's kind of what Live to Be Sober is all about. It's about people getting together just as people.
At the end of the year and at the end of that program, we have a big camp. And last year, what Brother Pear did, he supported that back to school rally. We had laptops, we had iPads, we had backpacks, and he did that all out of the kindness of his heart. Not only with that, but also throughout the local churches, he supported some of their back to school programs too.
And I'm very appreciative of all of you coming out and giving us some of your time to share with us and to have us have the ability to share what we think are some wonderful objectives and some wonderful things that we're trying to do for our communities, and really take in just some of the stories and some of the things that people go through, and then yet when they come out on the other side, you can see them in person and have them share a few words with you in terms of how, if they only will reach out and get that help, the difference that it makes in their lives.
If you showed up in this room today, you heard what this meeting was all about. I believe that if you showed up here today, you showed up here because there's a grace upon you to make some changes. And if you never use your grace to help, they may never have what they need to get out.